Well, back here at home, registered nurses at Ascension Seton are voting on whether to unionize. According to the National Labor Relations Board, ballots were mailed out to employees earlier this month. Now, ballots will be counted on September 21st. I sat down with the Texas Nurses Association to get insight why there is a push to unionize in some parts of our state and the challenges facing nurses.
Can you walk me through what you're seeing in terms of, your organization and nurses you all work with? Are you seeing efforts to unionize, and why is that?
I am aware of the effort here at Ascension Seton here in Austin, where they are voting right now on whether to have a union represent the nurses. And the last couple of years have been a very trying time for nurses, where they face COVID and just situations that we haven't experienced before. And it really exacerbated long-standing issues that nurses have had with staffing, adequate staffing so they could care for their patients, workplace violence, which really accelerated during the pandemic, and then pay. And we saw a lot of around those core issues be exacerbated during COVID. And nurses are now saying they need these issues addressed. And if they don't feel they're being adequately addressed, they may reach out to union because they often promise to resolve those issues. Now, unions can make promises, but it all comes down to what they're able to negotiate in the contract.
We knew at the beginning of the pandemic, again, the burnout that was so prevalent. Is there any improvement, or are those issues still with them?
I think the issues with burnout and the trauma, the post-traumatic stress that nurses have experienced, that's very real. I think a lot of organizations have really put in a lot of support. We've all had a wake-up call that we need to support our workforce, and that we do have a shortage in our workforce, particularly nurses, but also other healthcare professions, and that we need to support them. It has improved, but it's still very real. I think it's brought attention to some long-standing issues, which is a good thing.